Hello folks and welcome back to our playthrough of Fallen Republic. So I was taking a look here and, well, I let a little bit of time pass just to get our fleets moving. And then I looked down and then I realized the Yuz and Vong don't have any...
Scientific research is ready for field testing.
I mean, for the most part, they don't have any worlds here anymore. Apparently they have occupied Gamor. And they're working to purge all of these people here, apparently. But, yeah, other than that... Oh, have they taken... Oh, they took Nalhutta as well. It's just like canon. How unfortunate. Anyways, I noticed that they don't actually own any territory anymore, which is so disappointing. If I knew that they were going to be this week, I probably would have upgraded the endgame crisis difficulty. Again, I'm not entirely sure if I could, though. I mean, I know you can in base Stellaris. I can't remember if you can in Fallen Republic. Alright, well, at least we have one little fleet that we're going to be able to engage. Of course, we should decimate them, all things considered here. Not expecting too much from them.
Scientific research is ready for field testing.
And hopefully our little Vong killer ships will do well and not be completely decimated in like one volley. I probably should have looked at my fleet capacity before I started. I guess we can look at the fleet manager for our little Vong killer fleets once all of this is done. Ooh, look at that big ship. Of course, how does it compare to my Bellator? It has like double almost the armor of my Bellator. The hull is a little bit better. From what I can tell, I think my Vong killer fleet is holding up. I don't think I've lost any ships from them yet. What are those little beams? Oh, the colonizer ships have attack beams on them as well. I was like, I see these green beams coming out. What is that from? Bellator is holding up. We look at their dreadnought. Oh, come on. Let me see. What? Maybe. There we go. So the dreadnought has rock spitters. It has one melting beam. Nothing too notable on it. It could very well be that the mixture of the auras from the different ships that we've put in our fleets, along with the fleet tenders, and just the fact that we're at the end game level of research means that, for the most part, our ships are holding up really well. And their dreadnought is about to go kaput. And there it goes. I'm almost wondering if we're gonna go through this battle and not have lost a single ship. It's kind of looking that way from everything that I'm seeing right now. Like, they've penetrated the shields, but they're not getting through on the armor. So it seems like putting our Von Killer ships, having that focus on armor was a good choice. Because it's likely that the fleet tenders are able to heal our ships maybe quickly enough. Not necessarily as quickly, but I mean, maybe. Well, that was disappointing on the part of the Yuzon Vong there. But still don't want to form an alliance with the Corillions. How sad. And there it goes. If we look at our combat stats, nope, we didn't lose a single ship. Oh, shame, Yuzon Vong, shame. All right, let's see. Let's finish what we were doing here. Can I get a... I'm gonna build a transport ship just to see if I can get one all the way out there.
Approved.
All right, Infinity Gate build site. Well, let's start work on that. Because yeah, since we've kind of cleared this, it would be nice if we could get a transport ship out here. Not promising that we'll be able to do it, but I'm hopeful. Meanwhile, let's take a look over here. Who just died? Oh, a scientist. So continue upgrading that. Oh, it was an important scientist. Kind of important anyways. Let's get one that will last a little bit longer. So the Empire,
If you do not
let's take a look
support
at
the
them.
Empire willingly, I am sure alternative forms of persuasion will make you...
They're guaranteeing the independence of the Uchapawan Committee. They have alliance association status, but not an alliance itself. I think it's time to start claiming some territory here. And once we eventually have claimed all of their territory, then we can go from there. No, out of influence. I know I said I was going to go for the Rebel Alliance, but I really want to take the Empire too.
Permission granted. Land on platform 327.
Taking a quick look here. Expel outposts. Let's see. Not Galactic Sentence. Our alliance here. We need to get to the next level to do the established hegemony war goal. We also have to continue building up our fleet power. Oh, hell. Hell, hell, hell. Especially because our naval capacity is not quite there. I suppose I can go to some of these. Let's see, anchorage. I don't know if this is necessarily the best option, but we'll do it anyways. Build an anchorage there. Sila, we'll leave you with the trade hubs, I guess.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Though if I do have the trade hubs, I might as well do the off-road trading company.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Also need to go around and set up these gravity well generators.
327.
Constructing. Constructing. Constructing.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Constructing.
Alright. Admiral Guruman, how are you doing? You're gradually traveling over there. I think they're like almost defeated except for whatever little bit they have around here. This means I should probably send over some ships to free some of these places. Or not ships, transports, I should say. Because the AI is just doing a horrible job. The AI is currently bombarding these guys, but they're not actually doing anything about sending transports to come and save them. Well, is it weakening the huts? Technology is still good. Economy is still pretty good. So if they are weakened, it's not enough. I kind of want to just leave the Empire with that little just bit of Demophon. Turn the whole Empire into just one little thing. It would be nice to take Kuwait though. Ooh. So this is where all their fleet power is. One fleet, oh my god. This is where all their fleet power is. 188, 122, 185. Corillions, just don't really, oh, maybe at Ginding? The Corillion fleet is all at Ginding. 108, 127, 104. Why do they do that? I don't have no idea. But I think that's an issue that they do in space, and not space, Stellaris. Base Stellaris as well. Alright, Avidish, you need government districts, because we need to, like, really bring down this Empire Sprawl. Government districts 2 and 4... We'll see once all those government districts are done if I should build more metropolitan districts or not. I mean, probably. Especially if I upgrade all of these.
Transport en route.
Maybe I need to do a fortress district. Just to try and get more soldiers. I don't like to do a fortress district. Just because, I don't know, it's a waste. But I guess it's not if it provides me more naval capacity. Because I don't think... Well, I get naval capacity from the military academy, so we'll do that. I don't think there's anything else I can build here, though. That will do it. Fudge. Should probably do the droid assembly. Because if I am going to do naval capacity with soldiers, I'm going to need more of those. Only bad thing too is once we do start this war with the Empire, we're gonna have to go through and grab all of the separate worlds, which is going to be such a pain. But the good news is, because the Empire is, you know, human-centric and all that, all the humans we can eventually just have them focus on being residents, people, and all that. So holding those worlds shouldn't be so difficult. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Well, the Yuzhan Vong did do a good job at grabbing a lot of worlds. Are the Hutts building anything to save them? No, they are not. I'm not seeing a single troop transport along with any of this. Is it just that the AI doesn't know how to, because they're not like in a proper war, they don't know how to build troop transports to save their places? I don't know. I just have so many questions about the AI in Stellaris sometimes. Like, I know I've talked to Pickle about this, and it just seems like AI in games, to some extent, have kind of,
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
like, become worse over time.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Because certainly it doesn't seem like, and this is probably because of performance, because if you did, it would probably be a big burden, but it doesn't seem like the AI has any method of learning. The way AI works in a lot of strategy games is they're given a set amount of parameters, and kind of like if certain things fall into those parameters, say they have jobs to be filled, so focus on the ones that make it easier to wage war, so having alloy production and all of that, versus focusing so much on doing the base minerals. They focus on the alloy production so they can build out fleets to engage the player. Or probably in this instance, because they're not actually in a war, probably they wouldn't focus on building troop transports. Although even in wars, they don't do well with troop transports, so maybe it just goes back to my whole thing that I was saying earlier about the need for troop transports overall in Stellaris to kind of be overhauled. Now, if we destroy the Yuzhan Vong fleets, is that going to be enough to end them? Or do we still have to liberate those worlds that they took? I think if we just destroy their fleets, that might be enough. So long as the world hasn't fully fallen to them. Now, another question I have for you folks.
The Ascendancy.
Would you be interested in seeing perhaps a more modified version of Stellaris with the Star Wars theme without necessarily being Fallen Republic? Because that's something that I've kind of worked on a few times. There are various mods out there that add Star Wars species, add Star Wars ships. The only bad thing, I don't think there's like a Yuzhan Vong group, so that kind of sucks. And the one mod pack that I use right now, the big problem with that is it doesn't just, because of the way the AI works, the AI doesn't use like Star Wars weapons properly. So the way the mod author made it work was by disabling like the default Stellaris ship sets and default Stellaris weapons and all that. And honestly, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of that. I kind of like the variety, but the problem is the way the Star Wars weapons are made. They're completely overpowered versus the regular Stellaris weapons. No, it's not like just a visual change, it's an actual power level change on a lot of those weapons. So would you be interested in something like that, or hell, would you folks be interested in just base Stellaris runs? You know, I can build some various empires, do some games. I don't know if I would do Grand Admiral on those, because again, the only reason I can kind of do Grand Admiral in Fallen Republic is because of the buffed up stations. Because otherwise the AI just has way too much in the way of bonuses. Our little light carrier being bombarded, but it's holding together. Yeah, I have to say, my fleets are doing really well. I think I was focusing on trade here, so let's focus on more trade. And we'll do another habitat district. Dreadnought is just barely holding together. It's almost down. I will say though, outside of the next update for Fallen Republic and all that, probably something I'm looking even more forward to. Although this is going to be a while, so you know, just keep that in mind. I'm really looking forward to. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at this. Yeah, nothing lost. I'm really looking forward to when we get like the more future updates for the Empire War mod, Thrawn's Revenge. You know, when they eventually add Corellia, when they eventually add the Yuzhan Vong Crisis and all that. I mean, I think all of that's going to be really nice when it comes down to it. Right, so who's engaging them? Oh, a little Hutt fleet. Hutts, you continue to disappoint. Although outside of that, this might be the last Yuzhan Vong fleet. So we're gonna see if taking over these will finish the war. And if not, well, then we're gonna have to start to try and liberate planets, which is gonna be a pain.
Permission granted to land on platform 327.
Oh, I probably can only claim... Oh wait, I can claim 2 more. Okay. So at the minimum, I want to be able to claim Rendili. If I claim Kuwat, I probably should just claim Demophan here. And just wipe out the Empire. And I should probably claim Kuwat because that's where they're building all their ships. I don't know if I just left Kuwat's, if they'd still have a whole bunch of resources, being that we're on Grand Admiral, to build another big fleet. So it's kind of my thinking right now.
The latest in scientific research is ready for field testing.
Group 2, let's move you. Actually, should I send you to Metalos? Let's send you to Metalos. And wasn't I supposed to be building places on Metalos to build armies? Well, I wasn't, but I am. Heavy vehicles. Battle droids. That way I can build a second transport fleet here. And use those to help take over. Oh, here's fortress districts on Metalos. And we should build up these. Oh, and this time the Hutts actually brought a more sizable fleet into battle. So between our 2 fleets and the Hutt fleets, yeah, this is gonna be it for the Yuzhan Vong. I think anyways. The construction ships have weapons. They do. Of course, now that I'm thinking of it, do my construction ships have weapons? No, they do not. Aw, shame. What's it thinking about? There we go.
way. Course approved.
Ooh, to build an outpost out here is 481. That is a lot.
On the way. On the way.
What about to build it here? 385. Still pretty bad. Well, let's at least send them out here and see what happens.
On the way. I await your instructions.
Come on. Be the end. Be the end. Almost there. Hoping this is the end. Oh no. Oh, wait, there it is. The end of the Yuzan Vong. The galaxy breathed this collective sigh of relief today, as the last significant pockets of the Yuzan Vong were expunged. Their extragalactic invasion has failed, and all that remains of the Vong's once colossal invasion force are the innumerable shard husks that now drift quietly through the void. A sense of elation and utter joy is spreading across the galaxy, at a speed greater than light, and spontaneous victory celebrations have erupted on countless worlds. Could this be the beginning of a new age of galactic peace and stability? One of the vilest alien breeds we've had the misfortune of encountering. Happiness goes up 20% for 120 months, and we also get a bunch of unity. So yeah, that was the Vong invasion, which was kind of disappointing. I expected more. Alright, well, I guess that is as good a time as any to end it. We're on the verge of finishing all our claims here on the Empire. I might as well just claim the rest of their territory. So I think next time we might just start...
are responsible for the choices we make.
We might just start the war on the Galactic Empire to take them. And then from there, the only other target would be the Rebel Alliance. And that would probably be it for the playthrough. If we can take the Rebels, I'm pretty sure we would be the be-all to end all. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.